You know what I mean? I'm talking real greasy because that's just how I'm feeling, Pooh. Niggas start getting over, man. You funny blazers and all that. Niggas start letting it go to their head, man. We gotta start getting some of these niggas blazers dirty. Slamming them on their backs. So their pants start ripping. The tight ass pants are ripped. You start slamming niggas over the shoulder and all that. This some good shit right here.
And I'm gonna let you two bitches in on a little
Threat
secret.
assessment. Let's talk about threat assessment for a minute. Now, you might be saying to yourself, what do you mean, Poppy? What do you mean, threat assessment?
What the hell is going on around here?
Well, I'm getting ready to tell you about threat assessment. As the 2012 Carolina Panthers get ready to embark on their historic, unprecedented Super Bowl run,
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I think it's one of the weakest. Outside of the black and blue, the Carolina Panthers, I believe the NFC South is one of the weakest divisions in football. And I'll tell you why. Because I have done a threat assessment on each team in the NFC South.
There he is.
Back yourself, fool! Oh, this Wayne Brady, son! Oh.
Now, let's take a look at the Atlanta Falcons. If there's one word that comes to mind when I think of the Atlanta Falcons, it's laughable. That would be the word. You got a coach that's on the hot seat. You have a brand new offensive coordinator, a brand new defensive coordinator. You have a quarterback that can't throw the ball more than 30 yards downfield without it being a Hail Mary. Let's look at what the Falcons have done. Since 2008, they brought in Michael Turner.
Yeah. You got a big pile of dog shit in the middle of your bed back there. Might want to check that out. Merry Christmas.
Thousand rushes later, the guy is on his fifth wheel. He's about done. He's almost done. They brought in Michael Turner. He had a couple of good seasons. They ran him to the ground.
That is blasphemous! That is blasphemous! How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
And they still didn't win a playoff game. And then the next year, what do? They bring in Tony Gonzalez. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy that puts him over the edge. Well, Tony Gonzalez has won just as many games, playoff games, in Atlanta as he has in Kansas City, which was none. And then a year later, here comes Dante Robinson. They give Robinson a big, huge contract, and the guy is flat garbage. Even Atlanta Falcon fans will tell you Robinson is garbage. He was going to be the guy. He was going to be the guy to get him over the hump in the playoffs. Didn't happen. After that, what do? They want Charles Johnson from the Panthers so bad, but they can't get him. So what do? They go after a guy in Minnesota named Ray Edwards, who looked good because of the guy that was playing on the other side of him, Jared Allen. Ray Edwards is a joke. It's laughable. Now this year they go out and they trade for Asante Samuel, a guy who had like 30 tackles last year. This guy
Fuck all the way out of here with that. Carolina Pantyliners. Who's afraid of the big bad Pantyliner?
guy makes Deion Sanders look like a tackling machine. He's scared to death of contact. He's terrible in man coverage. He's a decent corner in zone, and that's about it. Run to his side and he's done. They let their best player, Curtis Lofton, go. He's on another team.
Hell, I've been throwing shots at Carolina forever now. I still ain't seen one response back. I'm just saying. I didn't even think you motherfuckers existed.
In the NFC South. They bring in Lofa Tatupo, and a week later, he's cut. They got an old man, in John Abraham. That's all they got for pass rush. It's laughable. The Atlanta Falcons, quite frankly, they're laughable. You score 2 points in the playoffs because Eli Manning had a Tourette syndrome episode in his own end zone. You know, they go out and get Julio Jones. He's supposed to be a big-time playmaker. You know, a big down-the-field threat. But again, you got a quarterback that can't throw the ball more than 20 yards downfield. One of the weakest arms in the NFL. Terrible accuracy downfield.
Snap it, outside of 15 or 16 seconds. Play clock now is already at 10. It's a great strategy. It really is a great strategy. The curl inside, a longer curl, and that's Jones, and he is gone. No flags are down. That could do it. 75 yards. Ryan to Jones, a missed tackle by Darius Butler. It's a great job by Matt Ryan using the clock run. They snapped that ball with 3 seconds left on the play clock. He was patient, he used some motion, some shifts.
Honestly, the Atlanta Falcons have had a good couple years run in the regular season, but they've run their course. In my opinion, the Atlanta Falcons threat level on a scale of 1 to 10 to the Carolina Panthers winning the NFC South.
Well, if you want to know why Dimitrov made the trade, look at this thing.
I'm going to tell you something. This pimping that I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping been since pimping since been pimping since been pimping. Pimping been since pimping since been pimping since been pimping. It's in your blood.
Off and knock people back. Allow these running backs to pick up crucial first downs in short yardage situations.
Paul Kruger did a nice job to stop the first. They need one on third down. Going to the corner to Jones. Touchdown Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 4th catch of the drive. He beat Kerry Williams.
Don't you thought I wasn't going to address that? Fuck out of here with your football team. Fuck the Carolina Panthers again.
I'm talking real greasy because that's just how I'm feeling, Paul.
Suits and ties, player trophies, pray to Goldie, picture wax museums full of black pimps and triple OGs, Aunt Jemima hoes, historic horse shit, girls from long time ago, stagecoach with the horse kid, witch doctors, good old pickpockets, sip moonshine, so-called coon shines and darkies. I love y'all. Pyramid bills, forgotten men who did get killed. Crispus addicts, the first blasted piece of the rich lady purse snatcher shot in the back. I know your hucking tones. Slave food turned to soul food, collar to neck bones. Bessie Ross sold the first American.